Hello out there, this reading is going to be for the sign of Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and wherever Sagittarius affects you in your life. This reading is for you. We're going to take a look at things, see what kind of messages, guidance, answers we might be able to get for you today. Let's get started. The cards have already been shuffled. I want to welcome any new people into the channel, and if you would, go down below the video and take a moment to find that subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button and help me grow the channel. I really appreciate it. It's free. And welcome back to all my subscribers. And I want to say thank you for coming back and supporting the channel. Let's get started, Sagittarius. Got the Hanged Man in reverse, the Ten of Wands in reverse, the Nine of Swords, Seven of Cups, Magician in reverse, King of Swords in reverse, the Emperor, the Four of Swords in reverse, and the Three of Cups upright. At the bottom, we've got Justice in reverse. Okay, so I feel like there's definitely been a painful ending to some kind of chapter, some kind of relationship, something that wasn't easy, something that was established for a long time is over and it's done with, and you're starting to see the sun rising on the other side of it since it's in the reverse position up here on top of the reading, the Ten of Swords. So it has been finalized, and you can finally, I feel like you're finally starting to be able to see the light at the other side, or on the other side, the sun coming up. You're starting to feel a sense of hope again. You are starting to feel like the pain is subsiding and that you're ready to start anew, perhaps. We've got the Four of Swords in reverse down here, so I feel like maybe if you have been doing a little bit of healing, or you've been resting and just kind of taking it all in after this painful ending, you might be coming out of that, or be ready to come out of that now and start anew, like I was saying. So I feel like you are getting through the tough part of maybe a breakup or just some kind of ending that was painful. Could be loss. And also with the Hangman in reverse up here as well, you've kind of been contemplating, trying to make sense of it all, and now with the Hangman in reverse, you're ready to step back out into the world again and get back on your feet, I feel like. We've got the Nine of Wands over here, and this is talking about you being kind of guarded. You've got your defenses up, but you've got your strength and the will to make something new out of the situation, or find somebody new. But you're kind of defensive, but you are just being cautious, which is understandable depending on what your story is. But something was very painful, and it came to an end, and you're just guarded a little bit right now, I feel like. We've got the Magician here in the reverse position, so there could be somebody could have been up to no good, or could come around you. This is kind of a hidden thing, so we'll get more about this when we clarify, but it's generally using the magician powers, but not for good, for good purposes here, so we'll see more about that when we clarify. We've got the Seven of Cups here in the middle, so there's a lot of opportunities that are going to be presented to you. You're going to, now that you are stepping out of your rest period, your recovery period here, with a new perspective, perhaps you are going to find that many opportunities are going to be opened up for you if they haven't already. So that's a good thing, and you are cautious. You kind of are skeptical, I feel like, in the approach, and you want to be careful of that because you don't want to miss an opportunity just because things went wrong in the past, or whatever happened was painful. That doesn't mean that everything's like that from now on. It's just you're very cautious, and you're kind of wiser because of this experience, and don't let it get you all the way closed up, though. Be open to new ideas, be open to new things, because there are some good things within this, for sure. We've got the Three of Cups down here, so this is a challenged position. There may be somebody coming back to you. You might have a reunion with somebody from the past. This could be also a family reunion, or just getting together with people and celebrating, or just having a good time with people or somebody that you have not seen or talked to in a long time is in the realm. And this is in a challenged position though, so I feel like there is some kind of delay maybe, or you may be having some reservations about this. Maybe you got a phone call, or somebody communicated with you about getting together and you are just having a lot of mixed feelings about it. We'll see more when we clarify. We've got the King of Swords in reverse up here, and you could be having trouble deciding what's real and what's not in regards to what's being presented to you, all these opportunities. It might be hard for you to distinguish the reality from the scenario tendency here with this King of Swords in reverse, or this could be somebody who is not being truthful with you, or won't be upfront and you want honesty, or this could be you. You could be in some way wanting to protect yourself and not wanting to be forthright in some regard. We'll see more when we clarify, but this isn't a weakness position, so this could be you. It's in a bad habit, weaker position, so you could have a habit of not revealing everything or not telling the truth in some manner, but we'll see more when we clarify the cards, and we'll go ahead and do that. We have the Emperor down here, so you're coming out strong, you are straightening up your act, you are implementing the things that you are coming out of the healing process and making the changes that perhaps needed to be made, and getting more organized, more disciplined, more structured with this Emperor energy. I feel like this is you, and this is what you're working towards here. He's the King of all kings, and I feel like this is the position that you strive for, or that you are ultimately capable of becoming. We'll see more when we clarify. We've got the Justice in reverse at the bottom of the deck, so I feel like there is some thing that you need to make right, or there's something that needs to be made right, and I don't see that happening just yet, but this could mean something else. We'll see more when we clarify. Let's see. We've got the Five of Cups, Five of Pentacles. So there's some kind of karmic lesson that's not being learned, and things are not being balanced out properly, or there's still some things that need to be made right before moving on to the next cycle in regards, I guess, with this painful ending with this Ten of Swords. There still needs to be something said or done in regards to this before moving on, or learned. There's something maybe you're not learning moving forward, and let's clarify the cards. We're going to get one on the Hangman in reverse. We've got the Three of Swords, so yes, again, in regards to this painful ending, I feel like it caused you to kind of go into contemplation, to try to gain a more objective perspective here and heal the painful wounds that have been the result of this relationship, perhaps. And if that's hasn't been done, that's saying that is what is needed in order for you to start to heal that pain, is to go into a state of contemplation and just put everything on pause, try to get a different perspective. And once you do, you'll be a lot stronger and wiser, and you'll be ready to come out of that if you haven't already done this. Let's get one on the Ten of Swords in reverse. Okay, we've got the Knight of Pentacles. So you could be dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You could have earth rising in your chart. But the Knight of Pentacles talks about steady perseverance, intentioned action, It is the slowest moving knight in the deck, but it is the only knight that actually accomplishes his goal, crosses the finish line, if you will. This could talk about travel, thinking about travel, or somebody traveling to you with this knight. And there's change on the horizon, albeit slow. This could be a slow healing process, or you could be slowly gaining perspective. It's just taking a while. Or you could be dealing with an earth sign for sure. Get one on the Nine of Wands. We've got the King of Swords upright, clarifying the Nine of Wands. So I feel like there's definitely an aversion to being forthright or telling the truth or becoming clear on the situation. There's a need to make that transformation, I feel like, or you could be dealing with an air sign with this King of Swords, which is Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Let's get one more with the King. He's here twice, but he's reversed, and then he's upright. We've got the Strength card, so you could be dealing with a Leo, or it doesn't have to be, or this could have to do with something about this month of August. The Strength talks about wrestling with your shadow side and integrating it and not rejecting it, and kind of making friends with it and learning about it rather than repressing it, because that could be part of the issue here. And it talks about, in your case, you may need to work on seeing things for what they are and not what they're not. I think that this could stem from some trauma or something like this, but I think now is the time for you to not resist your shadow side, not ignore it. I think you need to integrate it and see how much stronger it makes you, because that is what strength is. Once you integrate that animalistic side or this shadow tendencies, then you've really gained true strength and power here. Going on the Magician in reverse. We've got the Four of Wands, clarifying the Magician in reverse. So I feel like, let's get one more on that. Magician in reverse could be you, and it's maybe saying that you don't realize that you have all the elements that you need, or you don't understand that how to use them and manifest things for the good. We've got the Ace of Swords and the Four of Wands, so once you understand what you are capable of doing for the greater good, you will be very strong and you'll be able to see clearly and be more truthful, and it's going to ultimately lead to joy and celebration and a real relationship, a real partnership based on truth. Let's get one on the Seven of Cups. We've got the Knight of Wands. This is your energy, another knight. So I do see some movement, change, travel again perhaps, changing direction, switching it up, exploring a new avenue here, choosing maybe the thing that you wouldn't normally choose, choosing something that maybe you're unfamiliar with and going down that road might be the message, I feel like. The King of Swords in reverse. We've got the Nine of Swords, so there's a lot of worry. There has been a lot of worry or anxiety going on. You've been stuck in your mind, like I was saying. It's hard for you to see what's real and what's not, what the truth is. The truth is not very clear, or you're not able to really decipher between reality and fantasy or something like this, and it has created problems here, I feel like. Let's get one more on the Nine of Swords. The Knight of Swords, clarifying. So this is a very fast-moving energy now, and another knight. We've got 3. So change is happening. Change is going to be necessary. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw the Tower here, and it's kind of like this. You can't be stuck in your head, or you can't be ruled by the mind, by your old defense mechanisms for much longer. There's going to come a point where you're going to be pushed to have to make the change if you don't, with this Knight of Swords energy, because I feel like this could even be the universe here moving you into a state of more growth or more transformation. Let's get one on the Four of Swords in reverse. We've got the Empress here right next to the Emperor, clarifying the Four of Swords in reverse. I feel like once you do this healing and you actually take the time to do the harder work, the inner work that is needed, I feel like you are going to find, or you're going to see who your Empress is, or you're going to be able to see who she is as opposed to who she's not. I think that your vision might be a little skewed at this moment. The Three of Cups. We've got the King of Pentacles in the reverse position, clarifying the Three of Cups. Let's get one more. The King of Pentacles, excuse me. And we got the Page of Pentacles. We got the Knight, the Page, and the King. He's in reverse. There's a lot of potential here. I don't feel like you're there yet. I feel like it's all in your head, this idea of healing, this idea of being more truthful with yourself, this idea of things, but it's not in reality. It's just all in your mind. You haven't done the things that are going to put it into practice in order to have this celebration, this reunion with somebody perhaps that you want to connect with, or that you feel like you want to have another chance with. It's going to require action. It's going to require you to work on things. This could be about your finances. You may not have the money to actually have this reunion or get to it perhaps, but you do have ideas of how you might be able to get there. So you need to, the message is to take action. I feel like that's what's needed right now. You're not taking action, and it's necessary. It's like, okay, the Four of Swords is in reverse. It's time to come out of this state of quiet and seclusion and take some action. Magician in reverse, no action being taken, even though you need to realize you've got all the elements. Hangman in the reverse position, it's time to come out of that state of contemplation or just pause, freeze frame action energy and take some action here. If you want to heal the heart, heal the pain that you experience. One on the Emperor, please. And if you do, if you start putting these things into practice, taking this action, making some moves here, you're going to find out how strong you really are, and that you've got somebody lined up who's just a right match for you. With this Empress and Emperor, this is a power couple. Emperor. And there you are. See, there's the Temperance. So be patient with yourself, and just know that this process, it's going to be hard. This healing, this integration, this of the shadow self, and doing the tougher work with regards to maybe traumatic issues from way long time ago. You're being watched over, you're being protected. This is a very spiritual card, and just know that on that journey you are being watched over, because it can be hard. So that's beautiful. That's you, the Emperor. This is, if you know, once you come out of this, you're going to be so strong, you're going to see things clearly, and you're going to find the perfect match for you, I feel like, and it could lead to major success. All the elements are there. You just got to see them for what they are. All right, let's get some advice on the reading for you. And I feel like until you do that, things are not going to be set right. Things are not going to be balanced. And regardless of what situation you go from situation to situation, it's not going to matter unless you do the work here that is necessary. Things aren't going to change. You're going to be running into the same roadblocks over and over. Get one on the Justice in reverse. We've got the Knight of Cups. There's 4 knights here. So, wow. So, movement and change is on the horizon. It's necessary in order for you to find your heart and fill it with your love and be able to then offer it to somebody. That's what is going to be necessary. A lot of change, a lot of movement, travel perhaps. Let's get some advice for you, Sagittarius. What advice do you have for Sagittarius? What advice do you have? What messages for Sagittarius? We've got the Page of Wands, the Six of Wands, and yeah, so this is a card of new chances, new opportunities, new adventures, new exploration, and I feel like you are needing to just cut away a lot and not reinvent yourself, but rediscover yourself and make friends with the inner child here, and there's victory for you. Victory's on the horizon, so it's in the cards, literally, that you have success in your realm. Let's get a guidance card for you, Sagittarius. What's the message from the guides? This is about expansion. We've got balance and pleasure. So we've got pleasure, number 9, and balance, number 36, which equals 9. Cycles are ending, and movement is going to be on the horizon for you. So we've got number 9, pleasure. The divine goddess smiles upon you, urging you to step into her luscious and beautiful garden and drink from her well of vitality and joy. Relax, have fun, and allow the good times to roll. Life is to be enjoyed, not endured. Whether it's a fun day at the beach or a rousing sexual romp with your lover, the divine goddess reminds you that there's nothing wholly superior or righteous to resisting pleasure or hiding your beauty. She has stepped into your life to remedy the fact that you're not taking joy in much of anything of late, and have lost touch with your beauty. Life is at risk of becoming too black and white and shades of gray, and you're missing color. She sweetly advises you not to postpone your rewards until you're in heaven. Instead, she encourages you to enjoy a little heaven on earth. Indulge your soul in some delicious food, good music, close friends, and playful fun. Use her sparkle to inspire you to embellish your environment. Redecorate. Add a splash of color to your beige walls. Bring in fresh flowers and make yourself beautiful as well. Perhaps try a new hairstyle. Dab on sexy cologne. Buy new clothes. Overall, accept yourself as a beautiful human being. This is a harvest, a time of abundance and flow. Share your beauty with others. Be generous and don't fret about overindulging or getting carried away. Get used to the beautiful life and consider it your birthright to dance in the divine goddess's garden. Her question to you: how good can you stand it? Ooh la la. Okay, and then we have balance. Number 36. You are in the delicate process of learning how to properly balance the flow of give and take in your personal relationships, and it's time to evaluate how you're doing. Are you giving too much, leaving you resentful and angry, or are you withholding when you could give more, leaving you feeling guilty or defensive? Your divine teachers can help you learn to learn how to better align your relationships so that you neither give nor take too much as a means of controlling others. They counsel you to be honest about your motivations when dealing with others. You know in your heart of hearts what drives your interest in them. Do you give with a secret agenda of "you owe me"? Do you create dependency in and control over others with your kindness? Or do you withhold for fear that you might be taken advantage of, keeping people guessing about your motives and your intentions? Your divine teachers are on hand to help you answer these questions. They lovingly assure you that relationships are the most difficult of all spiritual classrooms, and the lessons of proper give and take are the most difficult of skills to learn. Have compassion for yourself as you seek balance with others. Ask your divine teachers to help you become more aware of how you give and receive in all relationships, not just the romantic kind. Their message to you: there's no difference between giving and receiving love. Alright, Sagittarius, that's what I have for you. If you enjoyed the video and got something out of it, please give it a thumbs up and share it out to somebody. And I will see you on the next one. Thank you. Bye.